So previously, our team had been using a mixture of load calculation softwares, from internal software to Revit to TrainTrace 700 and TrainTrace 3D. HVAKR is much faster for our team to implement and to use than TrainTrace 3D is. The learning curve for HVAKR is much faster compared to other solutions on the market right now, from our experience and testing across our team. We've tested probably 4 or 5 different software solutions for load calculations, and ultimately decided to keep with HVAKR. My favorite thing with it is being cloud-based, in that our team can run the calculations, and I can just be added to the project in the cloud and review it right there without them having to do a lot of printouts or other non-networked or non-cloud-based solutions, where it kind of takes a lot for me to actually get in the model and look at how they did it. Overall, being able to have HVAKR be cloud-based has changed and really sped up our design review process from a load calculation standpoint. A lot of it before, especially on small projects, was more rule of thumb, where with how easy HVAKR is to use, we're actually getting the calculations done, and then I can review them as the senior engineer on the project. On the larger projects, it's cutting at least half the load calculation time out. Our overall workflow, typically HVAKR or our load calculations is the first step that our HVAC team jumps into on a project. Usually, using HVAKR, is eliminating a lot of the Excel spreadsheets that we've used in the past for either, mixed air temp calculations or simple psychrometric equations. We're doing that within HVAKR now, as opposed to having 4 different spreadsheets to handle the same task. HVAKR support's the best I've ever worked with. As a small business ourselves, right, we really appreciate the speed and willingness to make adjustments and changes as we request them or as we see issues. I'd say the example would be on the load summary that we talked about 2 weeks ago. So I asked you on a Wednesday, and by Friday that information was now available. Yes, I would absolutely recommend HVAKR to colleagues and other HVAC engineers. Personally, I would probably cry if HVAKR was gone.